Lag, a phenomenon in video games where the game slows down. Many gamers do not have the mental capabilities to deal with said lag, causing them to go into mentally and physically destructive meltdowns. This is what I had to deal with while playing fighting on a daily basis, considering the fact that the game is extremely high quality and has lots of visual effects, some of which need to be removed from the game. There are two types of lag. One, ping lag. Either your server or your own personal internet has a stroke. This is pretty self-explanatory. Nobody really likes to deal with, like, your internet having a stroke. And two, FPS lag. The lag that nobody wants, like a fucking unwanted child. And an unwanted child, they will stay, because FPS is probably the biggest determining factor in this game if you do good or bad. If you're playing a sword round at 1 minute left and Firebrand appears, you're fucked. I'm just gonna say it right now. If Venom Shaker appears and your PC's mid-range, you're fucked. It's actually insane how bad the FPS can get in this client. It's not fighting per se, because fighting developers, they have done so much things for the game. I can't believe this game's even free to begin with. I honestly, I would be mad if skins were locked behind paywalls at that point. I really would have been mad because the gameplay is so good it makes up for it, and also everything's free currently. So it's like, what is there to complain about, like, this game? And the developers even try to fix the optimization, which is very limited considering the fact that Roblox client is still probably one of the worst platform clients I've ever seen on, like, anywhere. And despite all of that, there's still a multi-billion-dollar company that still can't produce the best of products. But enough of talking about Roblox themselves and their client that sucks balls. Let's talk about the actual problem at hand, which is FPS. FPS, like I said earlier, it determines whether you're playing a slideshow or actually play like a normal person. And it can really affect how you play fighting, because in this background footage, I am struggling to even get a kill because my frame rates are so janky that one person goes this way, and I try to track onto them, and they already juked me out and went the other way. It's just like the rocket you literally saw earlier. Rewind real quick. The rocket you literally saw earlier was getting away because the fact that my FPS was so bad. And then I go into chat and I say, the lag, and it's just like, dude, it's so, the FPS problem in this game is pretty bad. But honestly, I think to solve this problem for the fighting developers, there's just like a suggestion. Just add a low graphics mode, because like, or at least a way to adjust settings. Like, I feel like that's the biggest problem with this game. It's not like even on fighting's end, because the game is, for like a gaming PC, you can probably run the game pretty smoothly. For like a normal home PC, you probably could like only play at 5 graphics, and even then, if you're gonna record or do anything else or open any other tab, it's still gonna lag because this game's extremely high maintenance. And Roblox client, I think fighting pushes the boundaries of what Roblox client is capable of, and it's surprising how well they've done it. But it's so bad. Let's take another clip, for example. Alright, so I get a Badlands 13 times game. I warmed up skateboard in the lobby. It was one of the worst warm-ups I've done in a while, because I was recording for the first time in a while. So I had to get used to the trash frame rate, because usually I play at 60 frames, which is enough for me, at least, I guess, or like 40 frames-ish. This is like 30 frames a game. You're gonna see later on. But I start with skateboard, obviously, because Badlands exists, and I like playing skateboard on Badlands. So I missed the first perfect jump right there. I get the second one, and I start to try swerving, and then I missed my second jump of the swerve, and I have to do a different routing. I get back up here. The rocket sees me. Keep in mind, rocket does actually cut your frames off and make you lag. So when I get hit by that rocket M1 and I tried to do another trick, when I got deboarded right there, my frames literally half cut, and I fell faster than intended. It might not seem like it because my editing software automatically makes it 60, but I fell faster on my end than what you're seeing on the video recording, because the video recording is honestly more smoother than the actual gameplay. The gameplay, the video recording is probably prioritized because the actual gameplay that I was going behind the scenes. Okay, by the way, for that echo execution I just did right there, I literally had to predict that Subspace's movement in the air to even hit that fucking cue, and I eat through the rocket's body and nothing happens. Like, look at that. Explain. Alright, so we're gonna have to look at this like frame by frame or slow motion, because that shouldn't have happened, or at least a different outcome should have happened, because the rocket was mispositioned when I look back and I fell in the lava. So let's go over that real quick. Alright, so when my frame rate was better and I was away from all the chaos, I E'd for mobility. I crossed those platforms to like the left of my spawn, and it took about 12 frames, meaning that there was more frames because I was not as laggy, because like, that's how it works, because that's how recordings work, since it's automatically set to 60, which is the cap of Roblox. More frames of movement. By the way, when I say 12 frames, I mean 12 frames of movement out of I don't know how many frames Blink actually takes to come out, but 12 frames of movement nonetheless is how many frames I saw Biograph twirl around. All right, so in this clip that's playing in the background constantly, there's only 9 frames, meaning that I was lagging and my move looked fast in the recording because the game had to catch up to how laggy I was, and it automatically just threw me into the lava in like the fastest way possible, meaning that it doesn't even matter. By the way, it doesn't matter whether I hit it or not. This is not about whether I hit it or not, right? I am just simply pointing out the inconsistencies with the frame rate and how it affects your gameplay, because that E, it doesn't matter whether or not it would hit. It's simply a matter of inconsistency that just doesn't really help players who are like playing on mid-end PCs, because they either had to get 60 frames or die stupidly. And when that can determine whether you lose or win a game, it's actually insane, because it's very detrimental. Like I said earlier, it's not really a problem when it comes to, you know, figuring out whether or not I would hit the rocket. It's again, a problem is inconsistency. In a game that focuses so much on class mastering or mastering your class, mastering your main, all that stuff, it really is really hard for fast or mobility characters, or any character like Skateboard and Biograph, the 2 characters that I literally play the most. I have this problem more affected on me because I play those characters specifically, and since, you know, other players might have the same situation, or maybe a less severe case of this situation to them, they probably can relate to this. So comment down below if you can relate to this problem, because it's a very big problem for me and how I play the game. And with Skateboard, it's especially bad because your frame rate determines how good you are with Skateboard and how much you can like actually do tricks and on move stack with. Because if your frame rate is laggy, you're going to be missing your hits. You're not going to be able to hit those attacks, and it's very, very annoying. And that's literally so aggravating to just know that you're just not gonna be. You're not that guy. You're not that guy. But yeah. That's all I had to say for the video. So if you guys also have this problem, comment down below, like and subscribe, turn on notifications if you want to. I'm Afternoons on TV, sign out, and I'll actually upload more, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.